Hey y'all, hi, welcome back to my channel. I have been quite the absentee creator, haven't I? I keep saying I'm going to re-up my consistency and then I fail. But you know what? Life has just been so busy. So busy. There's been so much stuff going on. And anytime I have a free moment at home, I am reading or crafting. So I am still creating. I'm still being creative in my free time. But I just haven't really had the wherewithal to put it all on camera. But it is currently just after 9 o'clock. It is a Sunday. I am just about to leave my boyfriend's house. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to get done today. But first order of business is to wait for my car to defrost. And then we're gonna go do a car wash. And then I need to go get my butt to Dollarama because I ran out of crafting supplies yesterday. And you'll see why and for what. Momentarily. I have been on the biggest crafting binge possibly of my entire life. I have been knitting, crocheting, embroidering, and then the other day on a complete whim, after I unboxed a few packages that I had ordered, I was like, rather than trying to break down these boxes and recycle them, why don't I create a magical cat house? I have popsicle sticks, hot glue, paint, and all kinds of other little things floating around because I like to collect craft supplies. Why don't I just see what kind of magic happens? And let me tell you, magic happened. So we're gonna go to the car wash and then we're gonna go to Dollarama, and then once I'm home I will show you what I have been working on. And I think it's honestly pretty cute. I feel like a professional architect. Also, do I look tired? My goodness, I have not been sleeping well at all in the past few weeks. And then later this afternoon, I have a soccer game. Soccer is at 2. I usually have to leave around 1:30 to get there in time and just make sure that I'm stretched and I got a chance to chat with the team and figure out positions. I can't remember if I've mentioned on my channel yet that I started playing soccer, but I've got soccer on Sundays, ballet on Mondays, and it's starting to get really cold. We're starting to get snow, which means snowboarding soon too. So I am just filling up my schedule to the absolute brim. But now my windshield is clearing and we're gonna go head to the car wash. There is only one person in front of me at the car wash. That is my frickin' favorite. The worst is when I end up here and there's like a line of 800 people. I'm like, I have better things to do with my time, but my car is truly filthy and I'm like way overdue, and I've got a card that I preloaded with like 5 or 6 washes and I've got 2 left. So it's like, I've already spent this money. That's some girl math right there. I may as well use it. Like, this is basically free at this point because I've had this card for so long, but I've got to please wait. I don't know how much longer this car in front of me has, but I'm fortunate that this little car wash is right around the corner from my boyfriend's place. So I can just scoot on by the car wash before I head home because it's right on the way. It's very nice and convenient. And I'm really happy that it's cold, obviously. It's like, almost December here in Ontario, but it's reasonably bright and sunny out. I don't know what the long-term forecast for the day is, but right now it's delightful. I'm just like looking at this in the viewfinder and love that for me. I was having such a good skin moment, and then I got stressed out and had to wear a mask in a few instances, and then breakouts all along the jaw and chin, which are my problem areas constantly. And I also desperately need to wax my eyebrows, but I just don't care. I have bangs. The only person that's actually getting that up close and personal with me is my boyfriend, and when and if he says anything about my eyebrows, maybe I'll put something in place. But I just cannot get over, especially this eye. Like, I need proper rest. I need some sleep and I need some eye patches, and some good strong caffeine. I just need my poor body to rest and my mind to rest. Luckily, I only have a few weeks left before my personal Christmas holiday, winter holiday, whatever you celebrate, and I cannot wait to just turn off my computer and not think about work for like 2.5 weeks. It's so long overdue. I'm so tired of work. It has been such a stressful and overwhelming year, and I'm just at max capacity with work, with a million things. I'm very excited for the holidays. It's just nice. This time of year is so lovely. I love to drive around neighborhoods and see everybody's like Christmas lights and decorations and Christmas trees through front windows, and the Christmas music started basically November 1st, but I've been trying to hold off. I like to give myself like a solid month of Christmas music, and so now I've started to slowly listen to it. And my favorite thing to do on like my downtime or during the day when I'm working is like open up in YouTube a video with like just an ambient kind of little lightly animated like cafe or interior, and then have like winter kind of cafe jazz playing, and it's just like so nice and calming. All right, this car needs to be washed fast, and so it begins. My window almost didn't close fast enough. That would have been great. Wow, I literally almost got blasted in the face. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Maybe no rainbow colored soap this time. What is this? I'm rude. JK, look, it's here. I just wasn't being patient enough. There's rainbow soap. It's not really rainbow, it's blue and pink, but you know. And we're at Dollarama. Time to go in and focus, because I cannot afford literally to spend my money on anything other than exactly what I need in there. Let's go. Maybe one more. This is actually essential. Okay, popsicle sticks. I don't know how many I should get. Okay, the issue is that they have these jumbo ones, but these are longer than the ones I have at home. And then they just have your typical, like, regular popsicle sticks, but I need this width, but like this height. And there's nothing. Which means the other side of, okay. I don't think I need another color. I'm home. Hello. It's just a boot tray, you're fine. That's from 2 days ago. Before we continue, we're gonna take a little kitty cat break. Isn't that right? We're gonna come say hi to you. Hey. Right? Right? Where are my snuggles? Where are my snuggles? Hey! Why do you gotta be so mean? Ooh, staticky. Oh, now you want a cuddle? What? What? Guess what I'm making for you? Right now, chaos. Soon, a masterpiece. All right. I'm home. I have coffee that has been sort of heated. 2 minutes in that cheapy microwave. Can you see it? Cheapy microwave. Doesn't do it for coffee that's been in the refrigerator, but whatever. I'm home. I was somewhat accomplished at Dollarama. Walked down too many aisles, but did pick up a second boot tray, which I needed for my little front door area over there. And now we're back. We're back and I'm ready to get started on my DIY cat house. I had these 2 boxes. I can't remember if I've already said this morning, but I had these 2 boxes from, you know, online Christmas shopping, just laying around, and I was like, rather than break them down, let me get crafty. And because it's me, I just happen to have an infinite amount of crafting supplies around my house at all times. So I just started putting it together. I'd seen something similar on Instagram like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and I was like, dang, that's so creative, I could do that. So we've got the start of a cute little DIY kitty house. Now I could have made the door go all the way down, but I thought it would be kind of nice for her to be able to like go in there and have a bit of like a recess, almost like a little kitty basement. I am gonna pop some windows, I think on either side, just like small ones. And then, you know, yesterday I decided on a whim to add a chimney after I'd done this roof. And why I was so disappointed, I'm not gonna say upset, disappointed in the dollar store is that I was using this size large popsicle stick. So like this. The standard ones that you usually get for crafts is like this size. But as you can see, it's significantly smaller and significantly thinner than this size, the like tongue depressor size that a doctor would use. And I still have a few of them laying around. And by a few, I literally mean a few. I have 2. And the rest of the ones that are this size are like already cut in half because I've been customizing. And so when I went to the dollar store, they had lots of this little size. We're gonna do a full unpacking here, I think. But I'll just pull out the source of my disappointment first. So they had this size, and I had to get them anyways because I can't. The disparity between this size and this, I think, is too great for me to have just continued with these. So they had these ones, which look like the same, but they're significantly taller. They're like a quarter taller. So yes, and they're wider. So it still doesn't really work to finish off this. I honestly, it's upsetting me so much that I might have to just hold on the other side of the roof today and then order this size on like Amazon or something, because this is the size that I need to finish this style roof that I made. And I'll bring it closer so you can actually see. It's kind of like 3-dimensional. I don't know what you would call this style, but basically I'm an architect now. An architect who has been severely disappointed and let down by Dollarama, a big corporation who's surprised. And I'm just gonna actually open up. Oh my god, landlords are so loud. I cannot wait to not live in a basement anymore. They're lovely people, but like, for God's sake. Okay, so out of the package, this is the size of the jumbo sticks compared to what I was using. So like, basically what we have here are hobbits, humans, giants, you know? This though, these might come in handy for like this, which I was already struggling with because like I can do 2, it's still like too long. Nothing actually fits this situation perfectly, but it fits here. So I could do this. And then in the back, I can do the same thing because the sides of the house and the back are going to look different. So nice to know that I can use this, but even like on the back, like everything is either too big or too small. Nothing is just the size of Montreal. So Trey, disappointed. But before I zoom right through and dig in, I'm going to do a little unboxing of let's see what I bought video, and then we're gonna dig right in. I did get more of these popsicle sticks because not only do I use these for crafting, but actually originally I bought this size and this size for waxing, and I was like, this will last me forever. How wrong I was. And then I got more glue sticks, as I showed you in the store, but like, my goodness, filming, vlogging out in the wild is so freaking embarrassing. How do people do it? So that I have easy access to the hot glue sticks as I'm moving, I've actually just got a little jar here and I'm gonna put them in so it's easy for me to just like pull them out, and then I can just replenish the jar with a handful as I go rather than trying to constantly pull them out of the bag, because I was doing that yesterday and it was really frustrating. Then, so yeah, we got lots of popsicle sticks, which I'm just gonna toss over there. Lots of hot glue. I also got these double-ended glue pens for potentially more precise application. Obviously it doesn't dry as quickly as the glue gun, but I figured why not, can't hurt. It's about 50. I'm sure it'll come in handy with a myriad of other things. Then, because I wanted to protect my mini kind of crafting mat from all of the hot glue, I just decided to pick up this set of like non-slip cutting mats, which I feel like I can just kind of preserve for crafting in general. And you know, as I'm using my box cutter and things, it's just gonna be nice to have this out here, and if I get like hot glue or paint on this, I don't care. Whereas if I get anything on my like actual crafting mat that I use for like embroidery or when I'm making like little dolls and things, I don't want that to get super fucked up. Maybe that's silly because it's like essentially all the same, but I would rather ruin plastic doll around mats. So I'm gonna put that out and on the side. Then I got this, so you saw in the store that I put aside, or I pulled out like a cushion, a green cushion, which is aesthetically would have gone really nice inside of the house because I need to line the little house with something. But then I went down the like baby/bathroom aisle and saw this little like fleecy Sherpa blankie, which was the exact same price, and it's that kind of texture that cats really love, and she'll be more inclined to like actually get in and lay on this versus the pillow. And this will also just be easier to wash kind of as she's laying in there and using it. I got just a little set of these Betty Crocker baking trays because I'm going to use those for paint. I don't have enough Tupperware to spare. And then I got just 2 colors of brown acrylic paint. I already have all of the green and other colors that I need, but I did not have any brown on me. So that's that. Using the LAN cam, I'll kind of give you a proper layout of my little workstation here after I tidy it a little bit, because right now it's a little chaotic. All right, here is the crafting station. Basically, it's just the top of my countertop, and I've got some craft paper that was used as packing materials in one of these boxes, and that's just kind of how I'm protecting the counter for the immediate workspace. So I've got my new little mat here, black Sharpie, which I've been using to help cut things. I put a handful of the popsicle sticks in another jar just so that they're easier to grab. I'm using one of these little cooking trays for the cut pieces. I don't want to get rid of any of these yet. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point. Then we have some other materials that I was just holding on to. This is a whole section of felt leaves that I had cut a couple of years ago when I was planning a party and wanted to make my own little DIY garland, but I feel like I might be able to use these now. But I also have 4 packages of these foam leaves, which I really would love to stick on here. Again, we're going for like very whimsical kind of like little fairy forest house once the roof and like all of the popsicle stick things are done. Then we've got some collage boards there of varying shapes. I may or may not use that, but I just wanted to pull it out in case. And some paint, my glue, and then I've got more of this kind of packing paper because at some point I might do some paper mache. We'll see how in-depth I want to get it. And then I've got my box cutter and 3 pairs of scissors of varying degrees of sharpness, which I found really essential yesterday. And of course, my coffee is already not the drinking temperature that I prefer. It needs to be like 1 degree below scalding for me to truly enjoy it. So that's the microwave it goes. Okay, I don't even know where to start. I think we're going to start with these big sticks here. Maybe I'll do that all the way across, but maybe not. I don't know. I haven't really decided if I want to do like full paneling or just kind of like on the edges. What I had envisioned originally. I think I can use the little ones, but I wanted to do like a little eaves almost. So like this. So I think I can accomplish that. And then I think honestly, once I do that, I have, so in the summertime or early spring, I went to the dollar store and got, look, I was looking for like kind of some flooring for some photos that I wanted to take. So I got 2 of these, and this actually happens to be sticky on the back, but I got a couple other variations. One was more like clover looking. So I've got all of this material. It's in my storage room currently. I'm thinking of putting that all kind of on the outside so that we're really kind of looking, it's like overgrown kind of ivy. Think Taylor Swift cottage from Evermore. That's kind of the vibe we're going for. So I think I'm gonna finish the side, as much of the side here as I can. The bottom is all gonna be reserved. This is where I'm thinking I might do the paper mache. I might do like kind of hilly hobbit hole kind of thing along the bottom because I'm gonna end up painting all of that green. But once I finish this side and this part of the roof, there's also the top that I'm trying to figure out with the smaller popsicle sticks that I have. The roof, and I think the roof at least is going to be painted brown so I can start painting. And then obviously I was like, I have to keep an eye on the clock because eventually I will have to stop. I'll have to press pause and then get ready for soccer. But this is, I just got the crafting bug. It's just deep inside of me. And then I can't wait to be done because I just want to stick on the flowers and all of the leaves and things, but I can't do that until I've painted. And I'm still upset about the stupid popsicle sticks. But I'm thinking also with regards to the paper mache is that I might try and do like paper mache bricks. And that actually might be what I do here. I don't know. See, it gets so out of hand so quickly, but we'll see. Stay tuned. I really wonder if some people start crafting projects with like a full plan. Like, do you have it completely mapped out in your head before you begin? Because I certainly don't. I just have a vague idea and then things start to sort of spiral and build as I go, which is also like, that's pretty much how I do, I would say with the exception of like embroidery and knitting, where I'm usually like following a pattern or following like some kind of design that I put together. The case of like this kind of crafting and writing, I do start out with a vague plan. Then I just kind of go where the wind blows. You know, when I'm writing, it's the characters really tell me what's gonna happen. They tell me what's up during any given day in the universe that I'm creating. I don't know what I'm doing. I discover talents as I go, you know? I mean, it's kind of just a general life thing. I already need to insert a new stick. I think it just speaks to the actual capacity we have as people to be whatever we want. You do not know what you're capable of until you try. Life lessons. A pretty cool, valuable life lesson, if you ask me. And I'm also not going for like any particular kind of precision here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's handmade, it's giving DIY, it is what it is, which is, I hate saying, but in this case it's true. One thing I love about like crafting / soccer days, just Sundays in general. The cat is going mad. I don't have to get out of my PJs. If I was wearing nice PJs, I would change, but I'm wearing just like a giant dumpy t-shirt that I don't care if it gets dirty or painty or, you know, hot glue I can pull off, but It's just nice. I don't have to shower. I'm not gonna, absolutely not. I am not gonna shower until after summer. What a waste of a bathe, you know? Like, what a waste of water. Waste of resources. No, I am not showering before I get sweaty and am doing something athletic. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Okay, here's where I run into issues, because now that I put this here, I can't do little eaves the way I wanted to. So, we're just winging it. If I hate it, I'll pull it off. And nothing is even. Nothing is... Like, why? Why is it... I don't understand. That should have fit. Whatever. I cannot get hung up on these details, otherwise I will lose my goddamn mind. Yeah, it's a war. It's a goddamn fight of our life. You started it. Okay, now, what do I do with the top? Again, I don't think keep it too long. And I could have a really intense overhang at the back. I suppose. Let's just test out this theory here. Because if I do that, I can create like a little dormer maybe, and put a window here. I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. But I feel like it should all be wood, you know? Here's the thing though, I'm pretty sure that, will I be able to get, how many? Will I be able to get 4? I don't think so. I think it's just slightly too wide for 4. So I think what I'm gonna do is do one on either side and then have the grass strip on the top or something like that. We'll have like a green roof. I wasn't precise with any of this stuff, so everything really is not even remotely even. Everything is just a little lopsided. There's all kinds of inconsistencies in the front. I don't even have a ruler at. It was just kind of eyeballing things as I went. But I think it's gonna look super cute when I'm done. I think I'm gonna do the paper mache. Because I have a vision. Is the vision gonna go my way? But that's gonna get really messy, so I need to put something else down on this counter here. I need to make the paper mache paste because I also have limited ingredients for that, but I found a good recipe yesterday. Okay, I found my recipe. Thank you, jennylemons.com. So the recipe for this paper mache is gluten-free. Not intentionally, I just don't have any flour in the house. And I didn't know, I have like a huge bag of chickpea flour, but I didn't want to use that and then it go wrong. But this recipe I found asks for cornstarch. So I have the cornstarch. And then you use salt as a preservative, hot water, of course, and then a whisk or a fork. So I've got a whisk. This recipe calls for 1 cup of cornstarch. Actually, I have this tiny bowl, but I'm thinking it might have to be bigger. I think that's gonna be more appropriate. So we're gonna do a very messy job here of getting out 1 cup of cornstarch. That's roughly correct. And then I need 1 tablespoon of salt. This is a teaspoon, but you know, we can do the math. Now I would like this to smell good, so I'm going to use cinnamon, and this will also give it a little bit of a brown color. So honestly, you know what? I'm just gonna use the rest of what's in there because I have more cinnamon and I wanted to fill this anyways. So before I add the water, where did my whisk go? I'm just gonna stir this all together. So basically, as I said, the salt is a preservative and that prevents it from molding. And if I intend to keep this around for a long time, we don't want mold. Now I do need hot water, so I've got to add some water to my kettle, and I'm going to let that boil, and then I'll mix it until I have kind of the consistency that I want. And while I wait for that, I will start cutting up my strip of paper with the sharp scissors so that the process is easy. Kettle. And the nice thing is it doesn't say boiling water, it just says hot water, so I don't have to wait for that to come to like full power. Smells nice. Yes. Chaos creation. Oh, fun times. Okay, so whisk until smooth. You want the texture to resemble a thick cream versus a heavy paste. Okay, then saturate the newspaper strips and apply them to your sculpture base. Okay. So, time to cut my paper. Good thing I am such a hoarder. Honestly. Okay, I've got a nice handful of scraps here, but because my first attempt, I'm going for like little paper mache bricks. I think I'm gonna actually cut this stack here into halves, and we're gonna start with that. And then the rest of these can just be pushed aside. I also think my kettle is probably hot enough, so I'm gonna move my hot glue gun. We're gonna get the kettle. Oh yeah, that's she hot, so not trying to burn myself. It smells so nice. That cinnamon was such a good call. So we wanted a thick cream versus a paste. This is cornstarch is so thick. I honestly may have put in too much water. I got a little bit excited. But if you can see that, it's got this really nice, like because of the cinnamon, it's just got this really nice brown tone, which is 100% what I was trying to achieve here. And that is definitely creamy, but certainly too watery, so I'm gonna have to bulk up the flour. Welcome to the experimentation station. We're just gonna try the chickpea flour because I've got a ton of it. So I'm just grabbing my 8-cup scoop because we're not gonna just dump it in. Now, the thing about chickpea flour is it smells like chickpeas, but it also has kind of like a yellow tone to it. So in terms of color, I think it's the right addition. You know what? I did need an extra 1/8 of a cup. That was perfect. Now I have this really excellent, thick, creamy consistency that just spilled on my workstation. I am a professional. Are we ready? Are we ready for this? I don't know, I haven't done paper mache since high school, so I don't really remember. I think you like dip in your strip and then kind of like sort of do that. I need to get both sides gooey. Oh, it's so sticky. Ugh. Okay, I think even this is too big. So maybe I'm gonna fold this in half. Well, actually, I folded it in 4s. And I'm gonna stick it on. Do you see that? Oh, it's just, this is going absolutely everywhere. I'm gonna need some kind of remediation here. Okay. Back to the drawing board. I think it's too heavy. So I'm going to rip it and start smaller. Even that's too big. You know what? I'm gonna go with pulp. Maybe that will work. If I do this, that is gross. Like if I do little kind of like clumps, it's gonna sort of sink, but I'm gonna try that. Like I said, welcome to the experimentation station. And this giant popsicle stick is split, so I'm gonna use it to kind of like scrape off any of this extra sludge because I really don't want it to interfere with my painting once this all dries. I'm adding just a little bit more water. It is a little too thick and pasty, and I am cutting these strips down into smaller sizes as a starting point. We'll see kind of where that goes. But I think that's actually kind of more along the lines of what I need, is like little bricks. I don't really know how well the camera's picking that up because my stupid face is in the way. What? Are you upset with what I'm doing? Okay, I'm not loving this. I'm not loving this at all. It's just gross. New strategy, because we're staying agile. And this paste is literally now everywhere, and it's just gonna harden onto my poor little cat house here. So, what we're gonna do instead, full strips. Full strips. And I'm just really trying to get as much of the dripping off as I can. And then we're going to wrap. I think this might get me closer to the effect that I want at the end. It's gonna take a while, I'm sure, but I believe this decision. Also, yes, I look truly awful. Thanks for being here. Keep your comments to yourself, please. We're not doing beauty pageants today. This is crafting. Crafting plan. Maybe. Oh God, it's so sticky. Help. Oh my God, they really let children do this in school and then send them right back home to their parents. Just like everything absolutely caked in gluey flour cement. Your parents, have fun with the laundry. This isn't the worst thing I've ever done. With my luck though, the cat is now going to jump on the counter once I'm done. Like, I'll turn my back and she's gonna hop up here and start licking it because she loves salt. She's a little salt fiend. It's obviously still sopping wet and everything is a mess, but this actually, it looks really good. I'm gonna use the lamb cam and we're gonna get you a little closer so that you can see what it looks like, because I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Again, obviously it's got this like glaze to it because it's still wet, but like, I mean, that looks pretty good. I love it. But this is just creating a slush slide here, so I'm gonna have to keep scooping. Okay, I have surfaced somewhat from the paper mache nightmare. Things escalated pretty quickly because I finished the chimney. I'm gonna have to use my, I think, knife here to scrape. Yeah, that works pretty well. Just scrape off some of the drying stuff, but it's drying to a really, really, really nice texture. Even as it's kind of like dripping, it's still got like, it's just adding to the whole kind of effect. But then I did the entire bottom. So the entire base is now paper mache'd. And even with these like little drippies, it's kind of giving like natural plaster, and I just really love how it's turning out. So I did the entire base like this. And I love it because I added the cinnamon, I used pink Himalayan salt because that's the only salt I have in my house, which it doesn't dissolve quite the same way as like table salt. And because I'm using this like it's just unbleached like paper versus newspaper, so there's nothing like poking through. I'm not getting like inky stains from the newspaper, and it's just overall adding this really good color to the overall effect. And I like it so much that I think I'm going to do the same kind of on the sides of the house, even though I'm going to add more details and stuff later, but kind of like in between these wood pieces. I love how it's turning out textural wise. And the great thing is too is that because of all of the ingredients I'm using, like it's all natural. So any kind of like waste from this process can go right into my green bin, and so just making me feel a little bit better. But I think once I do the two, or the sides, all of the sides, I might have to mix some more, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna start painting the roof. So I know this is not very like entertaining. I'm not like filming an overhead kind of thing, which I probably should have done, but I don't know if my camera setup will do that, but maybe we'll try. It's annoying. It kind of distracts from the process, but like in between steps, just always have like a damp sponge with you. I also, when I'm crafting like this, and there's like all kinds of different aspects, and like I'm cutting wood and I'm cutting things that like break off into tiny pieces, I keep my vacuum cleaner close by, just so that I can clean up as I go, because the last thing you want after you've like finished your project and you're feeling really good and like satisfying is to have to do an entire deep clean, because that takes so much time. So just pro tip, clean as you go. You'll thank yourself in the long run. All right, it might not look like it, but I am ready for soccer. I play in a dome, so it's kind of like indoor-outdoor, so the long sleeve is essential this time of year to stay warm. I'm gonna toss my Trek pants back on. Obviously, I don't want to leave the house in shorts. I'm not that crazy. And because we're not sure what the color shirts the other team has, we have all been asked to bring a white shirt as well as our black kind of DIY jersey. So I'm ready, and I still have like half an hour-ish before I should actually hit the road. So I'm gonna continue with my project. I'm gonna show you the progress that I've made. I did take a little telephone break with my mom, but hands-free, baby. I was crafting. Shall we return? Oh wait, look. ADHD brain. I'm not gonna show you the floor because there's paper everywhere, but come take a look. So, ooh, sticky, still gross. So as I showed you earlier, the bottom is all done, and then I did do the sides, and it's great because it's kind of got this, it looks like siding, which is great. So I did the back, and now I'm just finishing up the final side here, which I should be able to do before I leave. And then soccer is about, the games are an hour, and then I have to do a pickup at Indigo because I have a couple Christmas gifts that I ordered to pick up in the store, so I'm gonna do that. So it's gonna be like well after 4 by the time I get back. So this will be in some kind of respectable state of being dried. Isn't this the best view that I have given you for this YouTube video? Aside from the chaos here, look at my Christmas decorations. At least some of them. Little Christmas lanterns. They're so cute. And there's a little spot for you to put a tea light. There's already one in there. I've got my dried herbs. This is lavender from my garden. It's just truly the most wonderful time of year, except for, you know, suffering through anniversaries of fathers having cancers and grandfathers dying and chaos at home that continues to spiral. But we handle it all this way. And snowflakes. Cute. Anyways, if you too are someone who has an unfortunate perspective on this time of year because of various family things, or, you know, any kind of trauma that is associated with Christmas or winter holidays, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate at this time of year, it's just not always a Hallmark card, you know. It's a lot for a lot of us, so just know that you are not alone, and we actually don't know what's going on in anyone's lives behind closed doors. And I might do a lot of things with a smile and a giggle, but there is a lot of grief that lives in my little body here. But I just do find that sometimes things like crafts and making things with my hands and being creative and expressing myself and playing soccer and dancing and reading and just really digging into my life and sinking my teeth in, jumping in with both feet, it helps. It can sound so cliche and so tired. And if you're really in the deep depths of, you know, a depression or any kind of mental health struggle, people telling you that can kind of just sound tone deaf sometimes, or just frankly, it can just piss you off. But there's a real amount of truth to that. So, you know, just hang in and hold your loved ones close. The book series that I just finished had a really powerful message about, it was a fantasy series. Check out my Instagram if you're interested in what I'm reading, or my Goodreads. I'll link it in the description box down below. But we really tend to isolate ourselves when we're going through a hard time. We really feel like we have to carry the weight of the world or the entire universe on our shoulders and do it by ourselves, but we really don't. There seems to be this like idea that there isn't honor in asking for help. You know, an honorable act is only done in isolation, and that's so not true. And it's so easy to close off our hearts. It's so easy to just completely like shut down and feel like we're keeping things away from other people to protect them, but when in reality we're actually just trying to protect ourselves from getting hurt again. But the only way that that weight becomes a little lighter is actually if we open up and share what's going on with the people in our lives who do really love us, because those people help to carry the weight, even if it's just emotionally. Just knowing that you've got someone there to lean on when you need it. It's so invaluable, and I think we tend to forget that. The whole no person is an island adage, whatever. We don't have to do it alone. And if this little space, this little corner on the internet is that place for you, then welcome. And I hope that I help. I hope that you know that I'm always holding space for that, because I am intimately familiar with so many of those hardships, unfortunately. And through a lot of work and a lot of grief and a lot of roller coastering, I just become a better person for it. And then there's Cuthbert. She helps sometimes when she's not pooping in my baskets and on my rugs and on my towels. Right? Isn't it right? Mom. Okay. Gotta go. Gotta finish this. See you on the soccer field pitch. Whatever. I'll see you on the turf. And we're back. I'm looking exceptional. I'm home. It's 4:14. I had our soccer game. We played pretty well. I didn't really film. I filmed one clip because, y'all, as we said earlier, filming in public is so incredibly awkward. And the girls on my team, like, they're not YouTubers, okay? They're not this kind of person. So it's just quite frankly humiliating to be like, I got one clip, the one girl that's in my clip is like very sweet, and she's like, that's so fun, and I'm like, yeah. But I'm still trying to find my place among my peers with this team, so like trying not to push boundaries. I think I'm already like an annoying enough person. So there's that. But now it's time for me to shower. I don't have any more time this evening to craft. Plus the paper mache, predictably, is still quite damp. So it's time for me to just hop in the shower. And we're not washing my hair, so that's gonna make the shower go a little bit quicker. And then I'm gonna get dressed. I picked up this really cute
little tracksuit from Garage, of all places. When I was at the mall, I had to pick up an order from Indigo, just some things for birthdays and Christmas coming up. And it's dangerous for me to be walking through a mall. But I also need to throw a load of laundry in because the demon cat she didn't appreciate being picked up that way, and I got caught in the lip and arm. She doesn't like being left alone, and so she takes her revenge. So I have a load of laundry that I need to do because she hopped in a basket that had clean towels in it and peed and pooed in there. So that immediately needs to be washed, but I need to throw my soccer stuff in the wash anyways. But I'm also just realizing that I don't have any clean towels right in front of me, so I gotta get that. And then we're gonna hop in the shower, and then I'm gonna show you my cute little tracksuit. It's green, I love it. So excited, and obviously that's what I'm gonna be wearing tonight. And then I'm heading back to my boyfriend's to finish out the evening. And that's probably where we will finish out this vlog. And you'll just have to like check in on me on Instagram for a follow-up on where the cat house is going and future crafting things. Maybe I'll do like a vlog part 2, Christmas crafting, because I do have one more Christmas gift that I need to make that will be crafty. I'm very excited for it. Okay, time to put on the fan and take off my clothes. Bathed. Oh, and the cat's coming back. I feel a little better. It's always fun to have a shower that is also a dance party. You know, I only recently started using shower caps. What a revolution. Prior to the shower cap, I would just like either put my hair up in a bun and like out of the way, but obviously it's less effective with bangs, and especially my bangs because they're so particular. I would also sometimes, or even at my boyfriend's, I just use my like a microfiber hair towel, but that also kind of messes up your hair, and the shower cap just doesn't. And I appreciate it. So now I must take it off my face, and I'm gonna actually spray something because I don't feel like dealing with the cotton pad. So it's just my Thayer's Witch Hazel toner. And then, because I'm not gonna put on any makeup tonight, this is basically just gonna be my like nighttime skincare routine. This is the eye cream that I'm currently using. It's the Yes to Avocado fragrance-free daily eye cream. During the day I'm using a caffeinated one. I don't love either. I'm just kind of trying to tag team them to use them together. Now I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Great Beauty Great Barrier Relief, which my friend Shani gave me, oops, God, eons ago now. I'm gonna take 2 pumps of that. I cannot be bothered to put on any makeup, so, and the sun's basically gone. So knowing that I'm just going to my boyfriend's for like a chill hang means I can put my nighttime skincare on because I'm not gonna get dirty. I'm just gonna like watch X-Files. So I can pretty much just come straight home, change, and then go to bed. And then my last layer for moisture is this Naturium Marshmallow Root Barrier Balm. I know I've been a little bitchy about barrier balms lately, but this one I actually really do like. And I just kind of like stick my finger in there, and that goes everywhere. We're not trying to lose any hydration in this Ontario winter. So, and I've been putting this on my face pretty much every night since I finished one of my last creams, and it's just really good. It's nice. And like you can feel it. Like it's got a presence. Next is body lotion. The mainstay, my Derma E, Jasmine and Vanilla. I just love the way it smells so much. I love the way it feels so much. It leaves my skin truly so wonderfully hydrated. Like, why would we ever not moisturize, you know? Let me get just a little bit more on my chest area here and kind of back up onto my shoulders. I have been breaking out and like I get so sensitized. So my skin just like, sometimes any kind of rough friction just gets my skin going, which I really don't appreciate. Now it's time for the legs. Oh, and this is where I'm hurt. I got some more turf burn. I got I'm gonna get this really delicious goose egg on my right ankle. Got a cleat right to the top of my ankle. And it actually, even though I had my shin pads on and socks, it still managed to break the skin. And I've got a really nice bruise showing up on my left knee. We play aggressively, even though it's indoor, and it's a pickup league. And then, you know, I just roll into ballet on Mondays, and like, thank goodness I'm covered in tights and like leotards, because I'm sure that people would look at my legs and be like, what happened? Soccer. I'm either flying through the air or crashed on the ground. Now I can put my robe on. Boop. And, you know, the issue, now that I've got this cat who refuses to leave my towels alone, all towels cannot be hung. No. Towels must go immediately into the dryer on like a quick tumble for 20 minutes on like low heat, just to take the dampness out of them, because I cannot, like, heaven forbid I leave anything to air dry, because she's got such a behavioral bent to her that she will shit on it, because I can't do anything right for her. She loves me so much, but then she twists the knife. I don't know that I really need to do an adjustment on my bangs, but just to kind of give the hair a general little fresh, I'm going to use my Inner Sense Refresh dry shampoo, which I believe I've shown on camera before. It's the like wet to dry one, but when I use it in my bangs, I do blow them dry. And I don't really want to brush my hair. I probably won't, honestly. I'm just going to sort of brush through the top before. Fuck it, I'll brush the whole thing. Try not to brush my hair too often. Also, how adorable is this hairbrush? So cute. It's one of these like special edition Disney wet brushes, and I'm obsessed. Because, in case you didn't know, Belle is my favorite princess. Okay, so we're gonna go in the refresh. And I'm really running low, so the pump is starting to go as well, but I'm just doing 3 pumps. And I'm gonna go from the underside and just like rake it through my hair. Isn't that such an attractive look? Ugh, she's an influencer. And it's just enough to kind of dampen it. I'm not going for a full soak here. I'm also gonna get it kind of like into the sides and into the top part of my hair. I washed my hair yesterday. I didn't blow dry it properly, so the bangs were sitting a little funny today anyways. Or rather, I didn't blow dry the bangs, because I never blow dry the full head. Never, ever. So usually we just clip back the sides here so that they don't get in my way, because the audacity of that. And I really do I only ever blow dry my bangs with a round brush unless I don't have one. But because I don't have a cowlick on this side. I have the cowlick on this side, so I always get like a nice kind of bounce with my bangs on this side. So on my left side, I have to give the bangs some help. And even, so like sometimes my hair just resists it anyways. Like that, it honestly does not look like I did anything. But whatever. And that's it. That's the shower. That's the hair refresh. Lights, calm down. There we go. So, and We've got a text. Let's see. Boyfriend is home. I'm gonna jump in the shower. The doors are unlocked, which means I need to get dressed and leave so I can go enjoy the rest of my Sunday evening and get to fill him in on all the drama in my life. It's not mine. It's just family related. And I think because even though I'm wearing a tracksuit, I think I'm gonna go bow. Why the heck not? Also, the best part about this robe is the excellently sized pockets. It perfectly fits my phone. So when I'm buzzing around in this little robe, I have my phone right there. Speakers up. I love this for me. Okay, we're in my bedroom now. Well, a corner of it. And if you can see my bed, excuse the state of it, please. This is real girl shit, remember? I don't want any judgment from anybody about the state of anything. I think this probably looks relatively fine, but like, real girl shit. Nothing stays aesthetic in real life unless you're like capital A type, and then good for you. I'm jealous. Okay, underwear. We're going for cozy. Is this close to the same green? Enough. Look at how cute these are. Cotton. Love it. We've got a little flower embroidery. Feeling it. Enjoying it. And then I'm gonna go for just a little teeny tiny white tee to go underneath my sweatshirt. Something that is kind of old, and if it gets pit stains, rude, from my deodorant, I don't care. I've had this t-shirt for 84 years. Close enough. Boop. Okay. Cute. Love this t-shirt. Honestly, I wish that at the time I had the foresight to buy more. I was like, look at the little back. Isn't that so cute? And it's just, I like the sleeve length. Excuse the knits. And it's just like, it's nice and cropped. I don't wear cropped very often unless I'm like meeting it in the middle with pants that I am. Look at these cute green joggers. It's like this really delicious kind of like minty sage green. They're adorable. Again, from Garage. Haven't really shopped from Garage since I was in high school, but they're just doing the most sometimes. I walk by their store and I'm like, oh dang. And I got the extra small, and this is the 90s jogger style. And I'll back up the view. Can I do that? Wrong way. No, that's about it. But if you can see, they fit really nicely where I like to wear my pants like nice and high. And I certainly could have sized up, but I think this is, it's still like relaxed. It's not too tight on the legs. It's just good. I'm happy. They're a little long because everything's a little long because I'm a little small. Then this is the pièce de résistance. Exact same color. But look at this. Look how cute. They had like a whole ski bunny section, and it says Whistler, and that's the only place I've ever been to out of all of the various ski places, so hooray. I just ruined that tag, whatever. Cute, I love it. And even though the sweater is designed to be oversized, I asked for one more size up, which was the right call. This is the small. I could have gone with the extra small, but I wanted something to cover my bum nicely, and it's cozy. I like it. See, I had this green scrunchie on, but it's not the right tone, so that's a no. Now, Dio for the BO. Lights are too hot for you to actually see this. It's just the native. I'm still working away on the jasmine and cedar scent. A couple of them actually. Just to spice things up a little, I'm gonna do a couple squirts of my Sniff Crumb Couture. I've really been enjoying that. It was a very good call for me to buy that perfume. Now I need socks. Sockies. I could go green. Do these match? Almost perfectly. Is that too much? I'll just go with white socks with a little ruffle on the end, a little scalloped edge. Oh my god, my ankle hurts so badly. think I might actually have to put a band-aid on it because the raw flesh is just gonna chafe against the band of my track pants. Okay, now I have to go dig out my hair bow because I do think I want that. I have 2 minutes before I run out of space and we have to stop filming. I found it. It's the red one. We're just going full Christmas. Okay, thankfully I have a mirror here. Cause we're gonna go. The hair really should have been washed. Whoops. Doesn't look or feel phenomenal, but whatever. Maybe the bow will distract from the fact that the hair is ew, gross. Okay. Bow. Goddamn, I just love a bow. I love a bow moment. God, I'm so good at this. Anyways, that's it. That's the look. That's the day. Happy Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, whatever day of the week it is when you're watching this. Probably Friday because that's what I think I'm gonna post this. Anyways, see you on the flip side.